Wow, it's your boy Carcino here, man, and this is the latest update that we have with Kevin Hart and his situation right now. In case you guys have been under a rock, Kevin Hart was involved in a car accident, and he injured his back. Him and his friend. It was his 1970 Barracuda that his friend was driving. A girl was in the back seat. They're very fortunate to be alive. Looking at the accident on Mulholland Drive, and definitely it's a blessing that these two are going to be able to function and have a life. Um, Saturday night, Kevin Hart, who just turned 40, who bought that car for himself as a gift for turning 40, um, was coming home, and as he was coming home, his car veered off the road. His friend was driving, he lost control of it coming up the hill, and they went over a ravine, broke on a wood fence, and the top, they turned over, it got smashed. Everybody else was pinned in the car. The person in the back seat wasn't hurt, but the person in the front, uh, the driver was pinned in. Kevin Hart's side, the door was open, so Kevin was able to get out of the car and make it back to his residence, where he went and got assistance, had assistance come there. Then from there, he went to a hospital. They drove him to a hospital because he needed medical attention for himself. And he went there, got x rayed at the hospital, and they told him that he was going to probably have to have surgery. Um, and that it wasn't a good idea for him to be moving around. That he was going to have to be stationary. From what we've heard, he has about 3 fractures in his spine that needed to be repaired because what you don't want is bone chips. Bone chips are very sharp, and if they traveling up and down your spine from you moving, a bone chip could sever your spine and you'll be paralyzed forever. So you definitely want to get those repaired as much as possible. So he underwent surgery for that for 3 fractures that he had in his spinal cord. They repaired the 3 fractures and they said he should be able to have full recovery. But everyone thinks he's going to be home in like a couple of weeks. Ah, he might be home, but it's gonna be months of rehabilitation, and he probably won't be the same. Like, not like like he used to be. It's gonna be a hard process. He's in intense pain right now, so they keep him sedated. A little knocked out, the morphine thing. So we all used to Kevin's high energy. He's got very big energy. So we'll see how this plays out. When everything is all said and done. But we just overall want to wish this guy the best of health, man. And people are wondering why I didn't make a video about the Little Nas on the shop. First off, I don't watch that show. I've seen a clip. People was like, "Oh, he keep interrupting Little Nas X on the clip." You see that with Kevin Hart? And I'm like, look, man, I don't deal with HBO. So you're not finna see me do anything with them. Nothing. Their standards have been reduced down to trash ever since that Michael Jackson thing. So Yeah, they're done. And I mean, people blow things out of proportion. This man's in there fighting for his life. He's got a family to support and all of these things. And just to see his wife walking around with nobody around her, no family, she's just out there walking in front of cameras, coming to the hospital. And she's like really by herself. It just like echoes the sentiments of, how the people are feeling right now. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult. And this is what love is. This is what the test of time is. This is what marriage is. For all you guys who don't know and women who don't know, this is what marriage is: sickness and in health. That means when that person is injured or whatever, it's easy to love them when they walking around, giving you money to go shop, hundreds of thousands of dollars and all this stuff. That's all wonderful. But when the chips are down, their health is down, you know, they need you there. Can you be the wife and do the things that a wife is supposed to do and not just look good? And I'm not saying that about Kevin's wife. I'm saying in general. Can your woman provide or do that for you? Now, Little Nas situation and the way he had to come out and talk about stuff like that on the shop, who cares about all that stuff, really? Let Little Nas X do whatever in the world Little Nas X is doing. I don't even want to involve that with Kevin Hart. Let that be. So any of you people talking about, oh well, don't forget he's homophobic. Not everybody has to like everything that you like. Has he discriminated against somebody because they were? No. So why would you say that about him? Like he's saying, and in the clip, he wasn't interrupting. He was just like, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. Who cares? Like you don't have to prove something to some haters. That's all Kevin Hart was saying from the clip. And he's right. He had nothing to prove. So the guy who had nothing to prove, why are you trying to fight to have something proved to him? It didn't make no sense to me. So when stuff don't make sense, I try to uninvolve myself in it, you know, and just focus on things that really happen, that matters. So I tell you guys, man, I ask you guys rather, whatever faith or religion you is, pray for them and his family. It's gonna be hard for them. It's gonna be really hard. Now, as for me, I'm gonna go back in here and get ready for the game. It's the NFL season. I don't like to be depressed for the game. I got to get my spirits up. This is why I don't like to come around people in the hospital and stuff like that. Like I weigh it on my shoulder like a backpack or something full of bricks. It's on my back. They don't know what goes through my mind. They was like, "Man, you don't cry or anything." I'm crying inside. I'm hurting. It's like it weighs on me. I don't like to see certain people, that you care or love in pain because I put myself in their position, like their family, their lives are changing dramatically, and instantly. So changes are being made all the time. And you think about other people who are going through these things. When you get older, it's like when you're young, you pass through things, you don't pay any attention to these things. The older you get, you start to slow down. You don't drive as fast no more. You're noticing things that's outside the window. You're more aware. When you're young, you just want to get from A to B. You don't care about what's outside. You ain't paying any attention. But the older you get, you start to enjoy the journey more. That's why you see older people take road trips, and just spend time with each other and bond. And that's why these relationships where you see people 30 years older than the other person, that's going to be fun and dandy for a couple of years. But there's so much of a gap in there because this younger person they're more vibrant. They want to get out and experience life and do all these things. And you're trying to hold on to that when you should be moving on to the next stage in your life, is working towards relaxation and comfort. And you still trying to live like a 20-year-old. It's just not, it's not healthy. It's pretty empty. And in the end, doesn't normally work out for you. But man, if you guys love the page, man, and you want to support me, man, you just click the link in the description box, hit the Streamlab up. You can leave me a message there, email, a phone number if you want to chat, or we can get it live do a live chat together. We can do that, and it's on. Then, if you want to use the Cash App and do it, you can do that as well. My name is Carcino on the Cash App. I appreciate all the love and support, man. I really do. Now, everybody, say it with me, man. Bear down, Chicago Bears! Let's go! Chicago Bears! Let's get it!